Hey guys, and welcome to Genuine Nutrition, where I help you become your best self through better health, through intuitive and intentional living and eating. My name is Jen, and I'm happy that you are here and excited to get started for today's video. What I'm going to be talking to you about today is why Americans are so confused about what to eat, right? Like, nobody knows what to eat, and it's really why I do what I do to help help you sift through the conflicting and convoluted information that's out there. So if you weren't aware why you're confused about what to eat, I'm going to dive into that today, and if that sounds good to you, let's get started. So if I haven't been completely clear about what it is exactly that I do, what I do is I help my clients get to the the root cause of their eating habits and patterns, to help course correct and change why they're eating, or first identify why they're eating the way they are, and then help them become more mindful and conscious of their nutritional choices. This helps my clients get them out of autopilot and really living in an intentional life, which is why I say I help you live more intentional, so that you can make better choices and better decisions in regards to your health and well-being. So in essence, in a nutshell, I teach you how to eat, which I've kind of said before. And I know that may sound elementary, but I really do teach you how to eat. And like I said, it may sound elementary because it's like, okay, we all know how to eat, yes, but we obviously don't know how to stop eating, and we don't know how to eat the right things for our bodies individually. That's due to, because again, the conflicting information, which I'm going to go about in just a second, and then also the obesity rates. We are a society that is now dying of obesity rather than being malnourished. But the flip side of that is that actually the people who are obese are also malnourished because they're not eating quality, nutrient dense food. So we have a huge dilemma on our hands, or really an epidemic, and it's due to this conflicting information why Americans are so confused about what to eat, why I do what I do to help you streamline and simplify the process to better health and better eating. And I'm going to get to that right now. Okay. So the number one, or not really number one, I'm not really, and actually let me say this. Well, anyway, so that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the reasons why Americans are so confused about how to do the most simple yet most important thing in life, which is eating, right? So the number one reason why Americans are so confused and conflicted about what to eat is the conflicting information that we're getting out there, right? Like I always say, your body knows how to intuitively, innately heal, survive, and thrive if given the opportunity. But unfortunately, we have been fed this conflicting information due to politics, legislation, and government. You're like, what? Yes, politics, legislation, and government is the reason, or part of the reason, why Americans are so confused about what to eat and what is best for them and their bodies. I remember when I was younger, I heard a report when my parents were watching the news or something about, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. We've heard that, right? And then a few weeks later, it said steer clear. New research is showing that, steer clear from apples. I'm like, what? I was like, something's not right here, right? So that really is part of it. It's the news, it's the media sending out these conflicting information from scientists, from publishers, from governments and politicians, because if it's not in the best interest of that industry, food industry, think of cattle and dairy, if what we are being told to eat, the guidelines or the recommendations, doesn't benefit these entities and really hurts their bottom line, then that's when the news and the media comes out and says, actually, you know what, don't eat this, don't eat that. And it really is due to the bottom line for the government and the food industry and companies. Okay, so sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but That's really part of the reason why. It's the politicians come together with well-paid lobbyists to control the legislation of the nutritional information that is put out by the government. And I'm going to talk more about that, hence, i.e. the food pyramid, which is a debacle in and of itself, which I'm going to get into later. Okay, so the back and forth of those industries, in essence, benefits them and not us. So it's not really worried about the consumer. It's more so worried about the industries and the government's bottom line. Okay, so again, more on that coming soon. Food pyramid, that whole debacle and all of that. My plate, all of that. The second reason why most Americans are so confused about what to eat is the constant marketing and advertising of magic fad diets and supplements, right? Like every new week, there's a new fad, there's a new diet, there's a new supplement, that comes out and that's promising you these unrealistic and unsustainable results. Okay, so every new diet, so let's talk about this. They dwell on calories, what not to eat, what to eat. They give you a list of eat this, don't eat that. They focus on carbs, protein, the best way to lose fat fast. And again, that's unhealthy. Losing weight fast is unhealthy and unsustainable. 90% of people who lose weight gain it back within 5 years, and then 98 gain more than what they originally lost. Okay, so losing weight fast is not the objective or the goal here. Okay, how you lose it is how you gain it, and slow and steady wins this race of health and wellness. Okay, so when you think about the fad diets and just magic diets that have come out over the years, the Atkins diet, the paleo diet, the South Beach diet, the high carb diet, the high protein diet, and so many more that promise you all of these results that you've been longing for, but they really fall short. And the reason why they fall short is because they're generic. They're not personalized to the individual. And that's really where I come in at Genuine Nutrition, and what I do is because my programs are really, teach you how to eat. Like I said, it teaches you how to eat for your life and your body's needs specifically. Okay. And then on topic of the on the supplements, people always ask me like, Jen, what do you think about this supplement? Or, what about that supplement? By the way, there's no such thing as like a new supplement. Basically, they're just repackaging like collagen. Our body produces that. And just all of these things that they repackage and repurpose for the sake of marketing and sales, again, for the bottom line, for the industry and the companies, and not necessarily us. But if you're going to take a supplement, I always say, and that when everyone asks me that, a supplement is not going to help you if you're continuing to eat junk and fast food, right? So a supplement's not going to do you any good if you're continuing to put crap into your body. Okay, so the idea of a supplement is, hence in the name, a supplement is meant to really supplement your diet and not really be a band-aid for what you are eating. Okay, so the number 2 reason why most Americans are confused about what to eat is due to the magic fad diets and supplements that we are constantly bombarded with. All right, so the number 3 reason why Americans are so confused about what to eat is choice paralysis. I mean, there's so many choices to choose from nowadays, and this further complicates things with the abundance of food choices that we have, causes anxiety, and really causes you to just freeze and not know what to eat for you, and innately what is best for you and your body, but those skills have been suppressed because, again, we're relying on scientists, publicists, diet books, and etc. to tell us what to eat instead of following our intuition and stuff like that, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. So it's like, what should I eat? What's good for me? What's healthy? What should I stay away from? We are the only species that complicates the decision of what to eat. Everybody else, all other animals know what to eat and what to stay away from. But us as humans have created these unnecessary categories of food that complicate the decision-making process. Today, when you look in the grocery store, there's aisles and aisles and aisles of food to choose from, and it distracts you from, or distorts really, your perception and your innate capabilities to choose what is really best for you and your body. Organic or conventional, wild or farm, cage-free or free range, natural or healthy, vegetarian or vegan, healthy or heart healthy or fat free. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And as you can see, this causes complications and confusion and anxiety. And so it really causes paralysis. You don't know what to do. So you just don't do anything and just eat what you're told to eat, right? So that's the third reason. And again, this is because this is in the interest of the food industry and the companies to package and sell you things for the sake of their bottom line and not necessarily for the sake of your health, okay? So, but you don't have to be a victim and fall prey to the marketing ploys, okay? Now that you're more aware of, you know, how it's all, why you're confused, where this conflicting and confusing information comes from, can't wait to talk to you about the, you know, more about the food pyramid. But at the end of the day, and you're probably asking like, well, what do I do next, right? But at the end of the day, there's no diet and there's no perfect way to eating that works best for everyone. So here are a few pointers that can steer you in the right direction on learning how to eat for you and your body's needs, okay? So number one is listen to your body, okay? So listen to your gut. That's not just a saying for just the sake of saying. Your gut knows everything. It steers you in the right direction always. So listen to it. You and your ancestors were born to know how to eat for what your body needs. Get back to that and start understanding what it needs so you can properly nourish it for what it needs. Your body is an intelligent machine. It communicates to you all the time. And I think it's time that you start listening, okay? Number two, eat more real food. Guys, not the crap that's packaged and sold as real food. Eat foods from the earth. Foods that don't need a food label. Foods that don't have you scratching your head like, is this healthy? Should I be eating this? Mostly all foods from the earth are healthy. Not really mostly. All foods from the earth are good and beneficial to us. They have phytonutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that we need, that our body needs to absorb for optimal health. So eat more real foods, okay? Number three is keep it simple. Y'all, we make things so complicated. There's no need to complicate things. Our meals don't need to be Instagrammable. They need to be edible. They need to help fuel our bodies with the nutrients that we need. And as the saying goes, eat to live, not live to eat, okay? So does that mean that your food doesn't need to be enjoyable? No, of course your food needs to be enjoyable, but keep it simple. You don't have to be a foodie. Your foods don't have to be Instagrammable and stuff like that. Just keep it really simple, okay? So those are 3 easy ways to help kind of navigate and get you back on track to learning what's best for you instead of following what someone else is telling you, okay? Being healthy is really not that complicated. We unfortunately make it complicated, as humans are known to do. And it's done so because, like I shared earlier, for the sake of sales, ego, scientific studies, publication, and diet books, okay? So eating healthy doesn't have to be hard or complicated, but unfortunately, since they've made it that way, that's where I come in, and I help you streamline and simplify the process to better eating by helping you sift through all the confusing and conflicting information out there through my holistic nutrition and wellness programs. So if you need more guidance on how to better nourish your body, learning what foods work for you and what don't, and really want to learn how to eat for life and long-term health and get off that diet hamster wheel and the yo-yo dieting and the fads and the supplements that keep you going in circles, I am excited to announce that I launched or relaunched my 6 weeks to Shaping Your Eating Habits group program. And I'm really excited about it, and I would love for you to join. You can find the information in the description below in the links. And we start June 1st, so make sure you sign up. I hope to see you there. 6 weeks to Shaping Your Eating Habits, because when you transform your eating habits, you can transform your life. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.